20 minutes of chatter there, and then they want some questions.
What's up, Grant?
What's going on, guys? Guys and gals, gals and guys, players and slayers.
What's going on, brother? You look better every time I see you.
Dude, because I'm on Steve Spray's diet. And you know what Spray eats, right? Weights. Okay? Only place he eats is in the gym. All right, what are we talking about today, boys and girls?
We want you to tear it up, man.
Dude, I am going to tear it up. What are we going to talk about, though? We talking about Dvinci energy?
Yes, sir.
We talking about door to door?
Yeah.
Or we talking about the YOU?
All of it.
I want to talk about the YOU. I want to talk about you. I want to talk about you. I want to talk about you. Okay, I want to talk about you. I want to talk about getting your shit together. I want to talk about getting your game on. I want to talk about polishing that diamond out, baby. Okay? So number one, you guys got to decide whether you're in the right vehicle or not. You either are or you aren't. If you're not, then let's find out why it's not the right vehicle. You got to be in the right vehicle, man. You can't go 200 miles an hour in a Corolla. You know what I'm saying? I can't go to Mars in my plane. And then I got to figure out, why do I want to go to Mars? Dude, man, this is going to be hard, dog. Ooh. I don't know, man. Red Planet, ain't nobody on it. The women going to be ugly, just like the women you date now. You can't, you guys can't close any of the hot chicks. You know why? Because you ain't got your money right. Let me tell you one little thing, man. Let me tell you one little thing that you need to know. You get your money right, the women will chase you. All of a sudden, you all attractive, okay? I'm telling you, women are like, man, he's hot, man. You know why? Because I got freaking swag, man. I ain't trying to swag out. When you win all day at the office, everybody knows. So now I need to know, man, am I in the right vehicle, man? Okay, now, so I got to ask you, Dvinci Energy, how much money could I make today if I was banging on doors? And if I was on my game 100%, how much money could I make today?
Man, as a sales rep, you can make $50,000 a month just as a sales rep, banging on doors.
So, dude, look, you guys got to decide. You got to decide how important 50 grand is. Because let's face it, it's not really 50 grand, it's 25. Uncle Sammy's going to take his cut. Then all of a sudden you're going to vote different. They do that to you enough times, you be like, I see what they were talking about now. Okay, so you're like, wait a minute, 50's 25, 25 what? I got to do it again next month, man. For this to ever matter, you got to do it again next month, right? Okay, I got to do it again in the third month, right? Okay, now I got 75, now I got 100, now I got, I'm blowing my money. I went to Vegas, I blew it all. I got to start over from scratch again. See, here's the problem, all right? You got to have a reason to play this game. Okay, and you got to be a winner when the game's over. Check it out. You make 50. The tax man takes 25 from you. You blow the other 25 on bullshit. You're back down to zero and you feel like a loser. You guys tracking what I'm telling you right now? Okay, new month comes and you're like, hey man, I got to go do this again, knocking on doors. Oh my God, it's hard. You know why it's hard? Because you broke. Dude, it's hard because you're losing. Even when you win, you're losing. How many have been to Vegas before? You ever been to Vegas?
Yes, sir.
Okay, look, or you ever play a game, man? You play the game, man, and you lose and you lose and you lose, and then you bet a little more and you won and you're like, oh, I should have bet more. Either way, you lose. When you lose, and when you bet, you lose because you didn't make enough. Okay, so all I'm saying to you right now is, before you decide whether Dvinci is the right thing, and it sounds like it is if you can make 50 grand. Where else could you make 50 grand in a month?
It's a good question. Probably not. Real estate?
Nah, you can make 50. 96% of all real estate agents make under 28 grand a year.
Damn. I don't know, man. Where else could we make 50?
You could go work in Colombia. You could be a drug dealer. You could be a pimp and probably make 50 grand a month. You could steal.
No.
You could steal from people. You could go rob your grandmother and make 50 grand a day, right? I mean, there's a whole bunch of criminal stuff you can do.
It sounds like.
Say again? What'd he say?
There's no legitimate businesses, it sounds like.
Yeah,
all the illegal stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, like if you see, but I mean, I want to feel good about myself, right? Because if I'm doing some criminal activity and I go, I'm losing again. Yeah, I made 50, but I had to club my grandmother. So I lose. So the point is, are you in the right vehicle, man? Are you guys in a vehicle where you can make enough money and feel good about yourself? And by the way, are you taking care of your vehicle? Right? The vehicle is not just the company. The vehicle is you made the 50, you had to pay Uncle Sam 25. Man, what if I could figure out a way to reduce that tax bill? Ooh, me smart man. Oh, 50, not 25, 50, 40. I love me a long time. See, I'm playing the game. You understand? The committed guy is playing the game, figuring out how to make his money right so he wins at the end of the month. And then he's got a girl or a wife with him, and she's like, I know where we're going and I know what we're doing. The game is maybe 10-year play and I bank $5 million. You guys don't need a dad to tell you you're dumbass. You don't need an uncle to say you're stupid. You already know, man. You know when you're screwing up. And what happens when you start screwing up, you quit being productive. How many of you agree with what I'm laying down for you right now? You're like, I ain't gonna knock on another door, dude. I'm broke. Okay? I got a guy that used to work with me. He was making 400 grand a year. I tell the guy, do not spend your money on shit, dude. Don't spend it on cars. Don't buy a house. Bank that money and get rid of your cash. One of your boys is getting arrested right now. I said, get rid of that cash, dude, so you don't do stupid stuff with it. What does he do? He buys a Porsche with it. Then he quits me. Then he thinks he's a big shot. And now he's going to make 40 grand a year rather than 400 grand a year. I guarantee you this is how the story turns out. He'll end up losing a Porsche. He knows he's an idiot. I don't need to tell him. So look, I strongly encourage you to spend a few hours this weekend asking yourself, what am I going to do with my money? When I was 25 years old, I did not have the opportunity to make 50 grand in a month. It would take me 8 months to make that much money in the job I was in. But let me tell you something. I saved 40% of all my money was saved. Okay? So if I could make, because I knew I wanted to be rich. I didn't want to keep knocking on doors forever. None of you guys none of you are going to want to knock on doors forever. Everybody agree with that? Nobody wants to do this. Look, Kanye don't want to do what he's doing forever. So look, I'm trying to figure out, man, hey, 600 grand a year. I can make 600 grand a year. The problem is, can I stay consistent? Can I bank that dough? Can I put $240,000 away every year, and 4 years from now I have $1 million in a bank? Safe. Could I take that $1 million and go buy a $4 million real estate complex and become a real estate guy one day? So in 4 or 5 years, see, I'd have a $1 million plan right now. So when I talk about the vehicle, I'm talking about the company I'm working for and the plan that I have. There's not one of you. If you guys could get your heads right, I mean perfectly right, like just have 4 years of streaks. If you could put your head together and just put your head down and say, dude, I'm gonna work a 4 or 5 year plan here. Every one of you could be multimillionaires in the next 4 to 5 years. But that means, hey man, all the beer drinking's over, dude. The weekends, the hacking golf balls. Guys like he's shooting 9 on a par 4, and he thinks he's having fun. And he's worried about the cost of the ball. He lost the ball oh, goddamn, that ball was brand new. It's $3. Do you guys need all your attention, all your energy on how do I get to $4 or $5 million as fast as possible? Okay, I'm going to open this up to questions. Okay, I need a good question from all of you, especially the dude sitting in the car with the sun coming in over his head right there. That dude is awesome right there. I like that look. He looks like Jesus.
Hey, Grant, what's been your biggest regret?
Dude, my biggest regret was somebody didn't have this conversation with me when I was 20 years old. You know, my biggest regret was using drugs from the age of 16. I don't have a biggest, I got a bunch. Can I give you a bunch of my regrets?
Give them to me.
Used drugs from the age of 16 to 25 years old. Okay? Alcohol on the weekends, that was a mistake. Okay? All the needy chicks, you know, the chicks that would go home with me, they were all broken. Dude, if they'll go home with you from a bar, you know they got nothing to offer you. Come on, let's keep it real. They get in the car, they gonna go home with me? Come on, man. You know they're broken. Okay, that was a big regret. Hanging out with the wrong people, man, big regret. Wasting time, big regret. Okay, getting comfortable, massive regret. Being successful and then backing off a little bit, big regret. Okay? Not working 7 days of the week, man. I had my uncle go biblical on me one weekend, tell me I shouldn't be working on Sundays because I was going to go to hell. Okay? I shouldn't have listened to him. That was bullshit, man. Okay? God worked every day until he created everything, folks. He's like, I had the heavens and the earth, the fishies and the snakes, okay? The suns, the moons, the other planets. He created everything and then he took a day off. Some of you guys don't even knock on a door, man. You'd have a cigarette for a break. It's too much. Got to take a break, okay? So those are the things I regret. Some of the things I will tell you that I did right. Between the age of 25 and 51, I didn't have one drink of alcohol for 26 years. Okay? 26 years. I said, man, until I get my money right, I ain't celebrating nothing. Vacations. I went on 2 vacations in 20 years. Maybe three. Regretted those. I'm like, I ain't taking a vacation until I can go first class, dude. Okay, I'm bringing nannies with me. I'm bringing freaking, I'm going to stay in the nicest room. I'm not going to worry about the money. I'm not going to put it on the credit card. Until I get my money right, I'm not going on vacation. I'm never going to stay in another hotel room where the food's free. You know, the breakfast included. You know, if you need points to go on vacation, you ain't ready for vacation because you ain't worked hard enough.
So, Grant, those 15 to 20 years when you were all in, can you give us some specifics of how being and doing all in, what's that like?
Dude, I was up at 4:30 in the morning. I was living in Los Angeles or San Diego, California. I was up at 4:30 in the morning. I was up 2 hours before the sun came up. I was watching people park in front of my house, putting on their surf equipment, putting on their wetsuit because the sun was coming up. I'd already been up an hour and a half. I was calling the East Coast in the mornings. Okay, I worked 7 days a week. I was working literally 15-hour days. That was a short day. 2 nights ago, I left here at 9 o'clock at night. I got here at 9 o'clock in the morning and left at 9 o'clock at night. Did a 12-hour day. I got work ethic, man. I'm not telling everybody how hard I work. People see me work. Okay? Follow me on any social medium you want. Any one of them. I don't care. You pick the one you want. And you'll see me freaking pounding out. You'll see me beat the sun up every day. BSU, baby. Beat the sun up. You guys haven't earned the right to sleep in, man. You got an alarm clock? Throw it away. Okay? The other thing is I went to sleep at 9 o'clock at night. If you're out past 9, you know some bad is going to happen to you. Okay? Holidays. Every day you celebrate costs you money. And your competition went for it too. Just a bunch of dumbasses all over the world. Dumb people everywhere, man. The older you getting, the worse it's getting. See, some of you had more money when you were 12 years old than you have now. It's a damn shame. Dude, I had more money when I was 12 years old than when I was 23 years old. I'm talking from personal experience. Because when I was 23, I started buying all the bull. I got to take off the holiday. I got to take off Christmas. I got to go hang out with my family on Thanksgiving. You don't have to do any of that. You can love your family without spending any more time with them. You don't have to go spend Christmas with your mom and dad. You're not obligated to do that. You're obligated to get your freaking life together. You know? Okay? Hey, everybody at my house is proud of me now. Now they understand why I didn't go home for Christmas. They're like, man, we knew you knew what you were doing, man. You see what I'm saying? You guys get it?
Yep.
Man, be the one that breaks the traditions, right?
I got a couple more questions here from the team. This one rides off kind of what you were already talking about. If someone already has a lot of skill,
yeah,
a lot of emotional intelligence, and is putting in above average effort, but it's not financially successful, what do you think is holding him back?
Well, but because so is he getting results?
He's getting results, but financially not successful.
Because he's blowing the dough?
Blowing the dough, or just, I personally think not enough focus on the dough.
Man, you guys all need, look, how many of you have the Millionaire booklet? Okay. Look,
I think a bunch of us.
Yeah. So most of you have it. So get the book's free. Just go. We sent out 1,000 Millionaire booklets yesterday. So if you don't have it yet, get it and read it and keep it with you. Keep it with you. You guys, typically I get a phone call from people. Hey, where do I invest my money? Don't worry about that yet. Worry about making more money. Make it, push it aside, save it until you have the right vehicle to go into that can start getting you another drip. One big mistake that I see people make with money is they keep it close. They start saving money up, believing that somehow money is security, okay? What you want to do is you want to get enough and push it aside. Don't keep it around you. Because when you start burning through money, you're not going to feel good about yourself. And when you work your ass off to collect something and then you lose it, you feel like a what? Loser. Dude, you're the one that lost the money. You're the loser, right? So then you start thinking, because I'm intelligent, dude, why am I going to go do all this if I get it and then I lose it? You get it?
Yeah. So Grant,
yeah.
Why do all that? Why try so hard? Why go for all of it?
Well, you just don't. Why? Because you want to be out of the loop somewhere. I mean, you got to figure out what your reason is. My reason is freedom. Okay, I want freedom. I don't want money. I want freedom and I want control. When I was an 8-year-old boy, I noticed that my dad had control. Okay, it wasn't because my dad was the man. It was because my dad made the money. My dad controlled the money at the house. Whoever has the money has control. Oh, by the way, whoever has control of the money is actually who's in control. So mom might be in control of the money and not be the earner. Everybody with me? Whoever has control of money is really the person that calls the shots. That's really what you want. You want to be able to call the shots. How long can we stay? Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? I want to call the shots, okay? So you got to figure out what your why is. I don't want to buy a Ferrari, man. I don't want a Lamborghini. I want to call the shots, man. Okay, so I'm going to let some other punk go buy or rent the Lamborghini. I don't want that. I want control. I want freedom. I want to be able to tell somebody to get out of my face. Right? I want to be able to pay somebody off and say, get out of here. I don't want you around me. I want freedom. How many of you would like to have those choices? Hey, money is the ultimate weapon. It is underestimated the value of money. People are like, oh, money won't make you happy. Dude, I'm not trying to get money to make me happy. I'm trying to get money so I can get rid of the people in my life that are unhappy. Money can get rid of problems. That's why you want it, man. I want to get somebody else's money to solve my problems. Why am I knocking on a door? You need to know that before you knock on a door. Why am I knocking on a door? What are these people going to do for me? One thing, they're going to buy me something I don't have. I'm not trying to save the world. By the way, I don't think you're going to save the world until you save your own ass. So, how many of you see my little t-shirt, Who's Got My Money? That's what I'm thinking about, dude. Who's got my money? Who's got my tennis shoes? Who's got my kids' shoes? Who's got my vacation? Who's got my plane? I didn't buy this plane. I didn't buy that plane. That plane, somebody else bought that plane for me. All I had to do was knock on that door. Right? Why do I want the plane? So I can spend time with my wife and my kids. I still make cold calls, man. I'm still calling people. I call people that don't know me. I'm in deals that I've never been in before. So this isn't, I'm not at some place now where I'm like, oh, everything's cool, man. I want to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. What's your next level? What's your next game?
Well, I got a bunch of next games, but that we're working on right now. But dude, it's just another door, bro. They're just another door. It's just another door to knock on, man. Hey, what's on the other side of that door? What are they going to say to me? They're probably going to say no, not interested, not now, come back later, I don't have the decision maker, this is not a good time, call me back at the first of the year. Dude, no matter what the next thing is, it's the same thing. You guys get it? So whether it's a TV show or a real estate fund or I don't know, what else are we doing here? 10,000 tickets in an arena, or marketing and branding, or I get a deal with a William Morris. It's another door.
Yeah.
It's another sale. It's another opportunity to discover what am I capable of doing. See, the problem with people in sales is they get $100,000 and they think that they're successful. Super successful people think I get $100,000, I can get $1 million. Guy gets $1 million, I think I can get 10 million. Successful people, I get 10 million, I can get 100 million. Okay, the most exciting money I made in my entire life is when I went from making $3,000 to $4,000. Because I said, oh, wow, man, that was the first time I realized I could control my income. Because if you can go from $3,000 to $4,000, you can go from 100 to 200. When I discovered that I could actually work 2 hours longer than other people, I was like, damn, I'm going to kill all these guys. Okay. When I discovered that I could work Saturdays and Sundays when other people wouldn't, like I said, this is game over, baby. Lights out, doggies. I just picked up 100 days a year, man. In 10 years, I will work 1,000 days more than other people. 1,000 days more. I know I'm going to get paid for it. I want an unfair advantage.
Yeah. Grant, I'm glad you brought that up. That point right there. I personally think a lot of salespeople that aren't successful is because of their attitude. They're thinking too much. They're not doing enough. Can you talk about attitude really quickly?
Yeah, well, look, attitude will only get you so far. Okay, it'll get you to the front door, but you got to knock. So
yeah.
I mean, I know people with better attitudes than me. I don't really actually have a good attitude, but I'm a doing machine. Can I use that word here?
Yeah, totally. That's actually, it's encouraged.
I am a doing machine. Okay, I don't know. I'm sure there's people that work harder than I do because they dig ditches, but I don't know anybody that does more than I do.
Could you explain that point right there?
Dude, I just like if I don't even know what I'm doing it anyway. I'm walking into the room. Mm-hmm. So I'm a doer. I do things. I work. I produce. Right? You know, that's why Cardone U is so important. Look, you bang out your 6 sessions every day and go do stuff. And then you come home at night and watch 6 sessions. Okay? Do 6 in the morning, go out and bang hard, and then come back and watch 6. Because it's going to change your doingness. It's going to increase the level of activity. So you see what I'm saying, man? You got to do more. Right? So you get in the you guys know what you got to do, man. But here's the deal. If your doingness is low, it's because you don't you don't understand the necessity of the situation. See, so what you want to do is you want to put yourself in situations where you have to. Oh, he had to plug in, huh? He had to plug in. Had to. When do y'all do something? When you have to. So how can you actually manufacture having to do stuff? What I do is I actually artificially manufacture that I have to do stuff. When I bought this plane, I bought the plane rather than chartered the plane because if it sits over there, I have to use it. You follow what I'm saying?
I like it. Yeah. So a lot of people have troubled past. You know, I think you talked about it before, like Scrooge and his ghosts. If you have a troubled past, how do you outwork your old self? What do you do if you got those limiting beliefs?
Yeah, look, everybody's got limiting beliefs. Okay, all these people that talk about get rid of, everybody's got them. Like the fact that you're a human being means you got limited beliefs. So don't worry about your past, man. Worry about your future. You got to spend all your time on your future, man. Create a better you 5 minutes from right now. Okay? Create a better you. So you don't need to spend any time thinking about, why you're deficient. Look at where you're strong. Look at where you're fast. Look at where you can be better. Do the things that are going to make you feel better about yourself. Nothing makes people better than success. Nothing. The best lecture in the world will not make you better than the most success, the next success you have. Success is good. Winning is good. And it's important, by the way. That means you need to get around a bunch of people. You need to surround yourself with people that are talking about the future you, how good you could be, how much you can work. Okay? Now, you're looking good over there, man, that striped shirt. Okay? You need to get around people, man, that are telling you about creating a better you, not being satisfied with what you did yesterday. If you got people around you saying, I love you just the way you are, little man. Well, that's not who you need to be around. You need to be around people that are pushing you. Look at this dude eating celery. What's wrong with that dude, man?
What do you think's wrong?
I don't know, man. We're going to call him Crispy. The celery man. You need to put some peanut butter on that, man. Okay, you guys good, man? You guys good? What are you guys taking away from this?
And we got a lot of value out of this thing. Let's see. What else you want to share with us, man? What else you think is important for these guys?
I'm gonna tell you. The last thing I'm gonna tell you is this, okay? If you ask me, the one activity that would be most important in my entire life, of everything I've done, I would tell you door-to-door sales was the single most important thing I've done in my entire life. I spent 17 years in school. What I learned in 17 months, I did cold calls for 3 years door to door. what I learned in the first 17 months was more valuable to me than all 17 years I went to school. I spent 5 years in college. I got an accounting degree, okay? I learned more in 5 weeks of calling on people's front doors than I learned in 5 years of college. Most valuable thing I've ever done in my life was learn how to knock on somebody's door. The second most valuable thing in my entire life was making cold calls over a phone. Okay? The third hardest thing I've ever done in my life is watching this dude eat celery. I just kidding, dude. I was just kidding, man. I just kidding, dude. I was just kidding. Man.
He's never gonna eat celery again.
Yeah. No, he's going deep now.
Man.
Okay. So look, you guys go hit the doors today, man. You're doing something nobody wants to do. You're doing something nobody wants to do. Nobody's got the courage to do this deal. I'm telling you, if you can do this long enough, I guarantee you, if you can stay with it long enough and get great at it, I guarantee you're going to build a skill that will be worth millions or hundreds of millions of dollars to you in the future. Okay? Quit playing a little game. Quit playing the little game. Play the freedom game. Come on, man. 10x everything, baby. 10x everything, man. 10x everything like your Uncle G, all right? Thank you, guys.
All right, brother. We appreciate you. Thanks.